Welcome to this video about improving sustainable land management using Earth observation. Earth observation is an important tool for monitoring ecological threats, such as deforestation and fires, to territories. It can also be used to map and resolve land tenure conflicts, increase knowledge about land use and dynamics, map indigenous land boundaries and understand their context within surrounding areas, and monitor biodiversity. Deforestation monitoring is one of the most important uses of Earth observation. By using satellite imagery, it is possible to detect changes in the landscape that indicate deforestation. This information can then be used to inform decisions on how best to manage forests sustainably. Forest fire monitoring is another important aspect of Earth observation. Fire activity can be detected by satellite imagery, which can then be used to inform firefighting efforts. Additionally, Earth observation data can be used to determine the cause of a fire or identify any potential risk factors that could contribute to future fires. Monitoring land use changes is also an important part of sustainable land management. Satellite data can be used to identify changes in land cover over time, which can then be used to inform decisions on how best to manage the land sustainably. Earth observation data can also be used for monitoring illegal logging with acoustic alerts. Acoustic sensors are placed in forests which detect chainsaw noise and send out alerts via email if illegal logging activity is detected. This helps ensure that illegal logging activities are identified quickly so that appropriate action can be taken. Monitoring biodiversity with camera traps is another way in which Earth observation data can help improve sustainable land management practices. Camera traps are placed in areas where wildlife lives and they take pictures when animals pass by them. This data can then be used to identify different species and track population trends over time, as well as raising awareness through ecotourism initiatives about conservation efforts in the area. Finally, Earth observation data can also be used for mapping land boundaries through participatory mapping using satellite imagery. This process involves gathering local knowledge from people living in the area so that accurate maps of indigenous lands are created which take into account the context of surrounding areas as well as cultural considerations such as spiritual sites or sacred places for ceremonies that need protecting from development or destruction. Now that we've discussed the importance of sustainable land management, let's take a look at how Earth observation technology is helping to improve this critical area. We'll be exploring some case studies that demonstrate how this technology is making a real difference. Case Study 1: The Brazilian Amazon. The Brazilian Amazon is one of the most important ecosystems in the world for biodiversity and carbon storage. Earth observation data has been used to monitor deforestation in the region, as well as to map land boundaries for indigenous communities. In addition, acoustic sensors have been used to detect illegal logging activities and camera traps have been deployed to monitor wildlife populations. These efforts have helped to improve sustainable land management practices in the region and protect its unique biodiversity. Case Study 2: The Democratic Republic of Congo. Earth observation data has been used to monitor deforestation in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC. This information has then been used to inform decisions on how best to manage forests sustainably, as well as identify areas at risk of illegal logging activities and fires. Additionally, camera traps have been deployed in protected areas to monitor biodiversity and map indigenous land boundaries through participatory mapping using satellite imagery. These efforts have helped improve sustainable land management practices in the DRC and protect its unique ecosystems from destruction or degradation. We hope you found this video useful.